The burden of your mother seeing you as if you're your father, and hating you for all the things that he's done. How do I know this? Because you can't have that much hatred towards someone, or create that much negativity towards someone from nothing. I don't know, it's just like, so we were having a meal, and I do think I was wrong really at bringing this up, but I still think my point stands, that we'd been sitting down for about 5 minutes eating the meal. Then Mum gets up and she's like, and I finished the meal quickly, but I'm happy to sit there while she finishes eating. Might be able to talk about something. That's the point, isn't it? You sit down together because that's your moment in time when you're probably going to talk or share a story about the day. I never have anything to say. I really am not that interested in my own life. I can't bother to talk about stuff. I can't think about what to talk about. But I can talk back to people if they talk to me. Not in a horrible way, like back chatting. No, I can respond. So then she gets up and she's like, oh, I cooked a sausage for your dad, but if he doesn't want it, you can have it. So she goes out. And it's really not, it's just a small problem, isn't it? But, so she goes out and she asks Dad if he wants a sausage. And I was like, why are you getting up now in the middle of our meal? And like interrupting it just because. So yeah, I'm wrong in this situation because it's just bloody sausage, isn't it? She just wondering if I wanted a sausage. She's just trying to be nice, but that isn't my problem. My problem isn't that there's a sausage that Dad might want. No, that because really Dad doesn't always want sausages. There's 2 points. The main one is she's always getting up in the middle of meals and doing stuff. When, like, if that's okay, that's fine, because I can do that. If I, like, want to go and put my phone on charge in the middle of a meal, like, it's not even with me, it's upstairs, I realise my phone's not on charge, I can do that. I can just stop eating, let you just sit there on your own, and I'll go up and put my phone on charge. But no, I'd think, oh, I'll just wait till after. Because, like, basically we'll be eating. This is the main thing. We'll be eating. Then my dad will come in, and it will be a meal that you kind of have to prepare yourself, a bit like pita bread and like meat, and then lettuce and stuff. And you have to put that in however much you want to that. You can you distribute your own food into the pita bread. And then he'll play dumb. He's not stupid, but he just wants Mum to do stuff for him. And be like, so what do I do? And thinking about it is probably just the fact that, he's not, saying, what do I do? He knows what to do, and he could do it. But then if you questioned him, he'd be like, well, alright, then I'll just eat all of this then, shall I? And by that, what he means is, what he was asking but didn't ask is how much am I meant to have? Like, what is meant to be? Is there anything left for something else? Are there any leftovers? So I shouldn't be having the whole amount. I imagine that's what he means, but he just doesn't say it and expects you to know what he's saying even though he hasn't said it. But then, what was I saying before? But like, you just do it, don't you? You'd be like, if I go up to the counter and get my stuff, I'd be like, I'd probably say, how much meat can I have? But then with the lettuce and stuff, I'd probably just have some. But through knowing who's already eating, I would only leave enough for who hasn't eaten yet. But automatically, because you just do, don't you? If there's someone else in the house who hasn't eaten yet, you leave some for them, because that's how it works. It's shared evenly. You're not gonna, if you feel like you have the right to just eat as much as you want, and then the other person not having any, like there's something wrong with you. You inherently think you're better than someone else, and you're not. You don't deserve more than what someone else is having. Even if you're a bigger person, you don't deserve more food than what someone else is having. If you're splitting something. But so then my mum will get up and be like, so this is what you have, and that's what you have, and this is what you have. But why should she have to get up and do that? Why can't he just do the right thing and just do it right, instead of being like, oh well, I'll just eat all of it then? Like, that's the type of thing that he'd say. But like, why the fuck are you being such an asshole? Like, because through control, like, you want her to get up and do it for you because I don't know why. I've never had that want. I've never had that feeling of, oh, lol, I'm gonna make her do that for me because power. Like, fuck off. Just sort your meal out for yourself. Stop being such a douche. Stop being so full of yourself. I'm not saying this about my dad specifically. That stuff that I was saying, but the douche and stuff. I'm just talking about that kind of air when you have that feeling, or like that, you give that aura off. That's what the douche and arsehole thing was about. Like, stop thinking you're better than other people, because if you act that way, that's what you're saying. And you're not. You're not better than anyone else. You're actually worse than other people because of acting that way. If you're acting that way, you've devalued your life or worth as a human. And I'm not very good at wording things, so I don't know how to say things to people. Like, people just think I'm being horrible. People always just think I'm being horrible. If I have any opinion about anything, people are like, oh, you look too deeply into things. I'm like, trying to have a conversation, but okay, if you don't want to talk, that's fine. Just say you don't want to talk. Stop saying I'm looking too deeply into something. I don't know. It's just pointless, isn't it? Like, what's the point in caring? It just tells me that I shouldn't care if my mum's sitting at the table and eating with me. But then in extension to that, why do I bother eating at the dinner table? if by the time I finished eating, she hasn't, not because she wasn't eating quick enough, because she hasn't been at the table. If she wants to do these things beforehand, yeah, she's prepared the meal and everything. I should be very much appreciative of that, and I am. But then, so she calls you down, you start eating. It's like if someone called you down and then you have to wait for the food. What is the point in that, really? It's like someone calling you down and saying, food's ready. No, it's like someone, why am I correcting myself? This is a live stream. It's like calling someone and saying food's ready. They come down, the food isn't ready. One, you've lied. Then if your defense is, oh, well, I'm cooking the food, you should be around for a bit. Why did you lie? Just say, can you come down for a bit and be here while I'm cooking food? Because you want company. Because I like company when I'm cooking food. I find cooking food quite boring. So I can understand why you would want someone around. But I wouldn't lie to someone to get them to sit there. I'd feel incredibly guilty. And I just wouldn't do it because I'd feel so guilty about having lied to them to get them there. I don't care if it's a white lie. It's a bit racist if you ask me. All the white lies together turn black. Don't know what that was meant to mean. That sounded racist because I worded it wrong. Didn't sound racist, but the world now, that sounded racist. It's quite annoying in the world that we're in, isn't it? Because black inherently is a negative colour. And that doesn't at all mean that I think people who are black skin or darker skin are inherently negative. No, the idea behind blackness, darkness, the idea behind darkness, which is the colour of black, is inherently negative, isn't it? Like, the darkness, evil, empty, like a void, like nothing there, and therefore fear. It's annoying that then you can't like use metaphors and use the word black without offending a black person, or potentially offending a black person. That's what a lot of the modern day offences, isn't it? Like, you potentially offended this person. Anyway, let's get on with the game. No one cares about what I'm saying, and everyone thinks I'm wrong, so... don't really see the point in anything really. You're gonna offend someone, you're gonna use the wrong words, you know. Not have offended someone, but offend someone. It's so not worth doing anything. Can't expect all people to change. They should. That's the thing, but they are used to the things they want to do and they can't be bothered really. They don't have time, and which equates to you can't be bothered. Which is fair enough. But it's also not fair enough. Like, if you're not trying, why should I? Don't feel like streaming. We talked about it yesterday. She keeps getting up in the middle of meals, and then she does it today. I'm not even trying. Yeah, you can.
Did you get my text?
No.
Where's your phone?
No. You text me.
I want to add 2 little things to it.
No.
Just read it first.
Thanks.
It's true. I don't know why I did. Do you know what? I've got to stop doing it. I think it's because I've always done it.
Yeah.
Running around after Dad. And I have got to stop it. Because really I could have said, Lawrence, there's a sausage in the kitchen for you. Come and get it if you want it. So you are right. And I would tell you off if you did it. So I need telling as well sometimes. But this is me stupid. Walked down the path the other day and I had to stop myself. There was an old man, but he was quite sprightly, talking to me for ages. And he said, oh, you never guess what I've done. I've left my sandwiches in the car. And I said, well, where are they then? He said, at Croft Castle. I nearly said, come back and I'll do some food. Why? I'm busy. And I thought, Wendy...
What, just a man?
Yeah, Matt, yeah.
That's alright.
But
That's nice.
why am I causing myself work?
If that's...
And then...
That's a bit different, because that's just...
I nearly said, come back and have a sandwich.
That'll be fine. That's just a nice thing to do.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, but why do I try and...
If you're busy, then no. But if you really don't mind, like...
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind it,
yeah.
but I thought, Wendy, you're making yourself work, because then you'll stay. And then... So anyway, and then, the day after, or the day before, there was a couple of elderly people. They got lost on the track. I nearly said, I was going down the track, they were coming up. They got lost. I told them where to go. And I looked back, I thought, don't. And I nearly said, I'll take you to Croft Castle. I have to stop myself because I am ridiculous. Why do I try and...
Like, if you're trying to tell people where it is...
why do I try and help everybody? It's ridiculous.
That's why it's a bit annoying, because the situation today, it's... That isn't a negative situation. You wondering if Dad wants a sausage, that isn't the problem. It's the fact that you just keep getting up in the middle of meals, like that is the problem.
Yeah. But you know what it was? Why am I so stupid? You finished your meal. I thought, if Dad doesn't want that sausage, you can have it before it goes cold.
Which is fine.
What does it matter? What does it matter, really?
Oh.
I shouldn't have even bothered. You'd had 4.
It doesn't matter to me.
And that was the reason I did it.
Yes, and I know that.
Mm.
It's just because we talked about it the other day, and then it's just an example of you doing it.
An insect here. No or yes?
No.
That's right, something's tickling me.
Oh, I think it could be a hair. Or is it feel smaller than that?
So anyway, you are right. Remind me, if you come and sit with me, you say, Mum, will you not get up? Because I think I do it all.
Well, what I don't want it to be like is... there's a family, and then the man's like, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't get up off the table, you can't do that. It's not meant to be, you're not getting up off the table while we're eating. It's meant to be, this is the time that we're spending together today.
Yeah, I know why you said it, and you are. That's why I said, you're right. I'll argue it if I don't think, won't I?
I feel like I'm then being horrible, and then I get confused because I don't know if I'm right or not.
No, that's what I've told you, you're right. Because you are. Because I would say to you, we're sitting here together. Why'd you keep getting up? Yeah, I agree. I've taught you that when you were little.
Because I could be on my phone.
Yeah, and you don't. Yeah. So that's why I've sent you that message. You made me think, and we all need to know what we're doing sometimes. Because actually, if there's other people here and I do it, they're going to be thinking, what's the matter with her? What she keep getting up for?
That's what I was thinking as well. I was like,
yeah.
And you.
Yeah. It must be my hair.
I think so.
It's horrible. It feels like an insect. So no, I'll tell you if I think you're right. I'll argue the point if I don't. But no, you're all right, and it's horrible when somebody does it.
And because I eat the food so quickly, and not just about me, but because of that case, and really, if you think about it with a meal, it doesn't take that long to eat, really. I don't have anything to say. I really don't.
But you have, really, if you tried.
No.
You could have told me about yesterday. And you do it on purpose and just say yes and no.
No, I don't. No. I can't think. I cannot think of what to say.
Beth and what's her name are really pleased to see me, or?
Well, they weren't. Are they?
I don't know, couldn't you tell?
I don't know. Are people excited when they see you?
I haven't seen you. Yes.
Well, they're not when they see me.
I bet they are, really.
They're not. Well, I don't think so.
Would you go up and say, go to Beth, hello? That type of thing?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
Just answer the door and then walk in. Then we go upstairs. Then we just watch TV or something. Like, I enjoy myself. Yeah. But I wouldn't say the greetings are amazing. I don't care, but I wouldn't say that they're amazingly happy. I don't know.
When I saw Dawn the other day, I haven't seen her for ages. She got out of the car, went over, hugged her and kissed her on the cheek and said, hello, blah, blah, what have you been doing, blah, blah, blah. Now, a few years ago, Dawn said, do you know, Wendy, nobody does that to me. It is so nice. She says, my family never do it. She says, you always kiss me. And go, hello. But I said, my family's always done it. We always do it, don't we? And you do it with certain people in the family, don't you?
No.
But I think boys feel a bit more...
That's not it. That's not it. Just people in general just don't do it. And I tried to with Alex.
Yeah. Oh,
and then she was like, oh, well, I don't like hugging. And that really was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but she has done since, hasn't she?
No.
Yeah. I thought you have given her a hug.
Yeah, maybe twice in that amount of time since she said that. And that's been about 4 years.
Beth might be pleased that you do it. You don't know, do you, till you do it?
It just feels like it does affect me, and I do think about it. I'm very much like,
it's like cold.
Yeah, I'm like, we walk in, and I actually think about it whenever I see people, and there's no real. It's just like, oh hey, you walk in, nothing.
Well, because you haven't seen them for a few weeks, that's a good chance.
And it very much begins to feel like we can't touch at all. There's no. Yeah. I don't want to be feeling at my body. I'm just like, there's no interaction with this at all.
But you could start it off then, couldn't you?
Which I want to start and do that.
With him, go over and say, hello, I haven't seen you for 2 weeks.
And I should wait for other people to be like, oh, well, I don't like hugs. And that's fine. That's that person.
Tell you. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Because I like it when people go to hug me. I love it.
Yeah, they might do it back. They might be a bit worried in case, it's not a thing. She can always say, oh, don't do that because they won't like it, or I don't like it. But she might be pleased that you've missed them. Yeah. Do you know? And they might.
Well, we have before. And then it's not just me.
Well, no, because you're gauging things. In this day and age, you have to be careful. don't you? Because people are strange now.
That's not really it either. It's just like...
You probably
I
do.
guess I just feel disconnected from people quite a lot.
Yeah, but that's a way of getting connected,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mm.
And just say what you've been doing the last 2 weeks, and just make it fun in a way.
But then when people ask me, I'm just like, oh, I haven't been doing anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, now you can say I've been helping Dad. You know, think of the things.
And then say what?
Do you know what?
I'm boring.
You're not. You mustn't.
I am. And
Don't drop me in.
It's not putting me down at all. I do nothing interesting. I have nothing to say to people. And also, I find it boring to recall my life. To recall the boring things that I've done is boring to me. I don't care about talking about myself.
You're one person that isn't. Because most people like to talk about themselves. But ask questions and they'll tell you. Ask questions. That's all I have. What have you been up to then? What have you been doing? Do you know what? Don't drop me in it. On a Monday when I'm going to see Claire, loads of things I want to ask her and tell her. I'll write it down on a piece of paper in my handbag, and I sit on the car park before I go in, or I take my handbag in and I look at the questions because I can't always remember.
Okay.
That cross my heart and hope style. That's what I do. When I meet up with Jenny and Louise, in between there's loads of things I want to tell them I've done because I forget what I've done.
Yeah.
So I'll write it down. It gives me opening lines, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
then they say, oh, we've done this, we've done that. I'd have to look back in my diary what I do, so I'll write it out. I promise you, whenever I'm seeing anybody at all, I'll write down questions that I want to ask and things I want to tell them. And on a Monday, I always do it with Claire, and we were yapping. And I hadn't seen Claire because I went away, and she's not a huggy person.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I said, and I thought I'd try it out because Claire's very much rigid like this.
Well, that's it, isn't it? You just walk in.
Yeah.
It's like bloody like stick figures or something because you're not doing anything. You're just like waddling around next to each other.
I've done it to Claire. I went up, hugged her. I said, oh, hello, how have you been, for the last 2 weeks, blah, blah. And I hugged her. Next time she went away for 2 weeks, when she came to talk, she was, hello, how are you? So she liked it. I didn't say, oh, you're copying me, but now she does it to me. We don't do it on a weekly basis, but if I miss a week, the next week we hug each other.
Yeah.
I've
never been used to hugging people when I see them now.
only family.
But no, not even that. Yeah, extended family, like cousins and stuff, yeah. But when I see you, I don't hug you, do I?
Yeah.
No. We hug at other times, but I don't hug you when I see you. But a lot of people do. But we've never done that. And then, I would love to, but I'm just saying. And when I would see friends, like when Alex went to hug me that one time, and you said, I think I asked her about it later on today, well, she said no, but it really very much did look like she went to hug me. But I'm just not used to it. No friends that I've ever had have ever come up to me and like hugged me that I can remember, really.
Try it out on Reese, not a hug, a handshake.
That's right.
Try it. Because you don't see
I hate handshakes.
Right.
They're pointless to me. I shake Lee's hand, I'm like, what the fuck is this for?
Well, Lee, you could hug him as your brother. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You might start.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I'm just being like,
No,
people just don't seem to do.
Yeah, because they're frightened.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that. That's not what I care about.
Yeah, other people do sometimes, don't they? But sometimes you have to be the one to start it off. I start things off. Dad start things off. And really, it tickles you to do it. And I'll tell you
It
something.
tickles.
You mustn't
like,
tell Claire this.
Frightens me.
This is a secret.
Yeah.
A secret, but eventually she'll forget it.